Welcome to Science Store online classes.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Dear students, welcome back to biology online classes. The chapter what we are discussing under CET NEET is microbes in human welfare. Very small topic, but one of the important topic you may say, because every year for NEET one or two questions you may expect from this particular chapter, that is microbes in human welfare. Okay, so take out the worksheet, students, which I have sent you, that is worksheet number 1. Let's discuss in today's session few good amount of questions. So I'll read out the question number 1 for you. The vitamin whose content increases following the conversion, it is not conservation, it is conversion of milk into curd by the lactic acid bacteria is which vitamin? That is option 3, vitamin B12. Vitamin B12, it is also called by the name cyanocobalamin. I told you during the theory class, cyanocobalamin, that is vitamin B12 for you. So a small amount of material, that is you add small amount of starter. Okay, that is how do you convert milk into curd? Small amount of lactic acid bacillus spores you add as the inoculum or starter. So it will help for conversion of the milk into curd. What happens here? There is coagulation or precipitation of milk protein, that is casein takes place. So which increases the nutritional quality, okay, of the curd, and it also protects oneself from the various disease causing harmful microbes present in the stomach. So billions of lactic acid bacillus which grows, the bacteria grows and which convert the milk into curd. Okay, so I think you have studied in the theory class, definitely you have studied in the theory class about this particular bacteria, lactic acid bacillus or lactic acid bacteria. In short, it is called as lab. Okay, so what acid it produces? The lactic acid, and coagulate and partially digest the milk protein. That milk protein is called as the casein. Okay, so a small amount of curd added to the fresh milk as an inoculum or a starter, which contains millions of lactic acid bacillus, which improves the nutritional quality by increasing vitamin B12, correct? So conversion of milk into curd. So the very important question, that is question number 1, option is vitamin B12. Vitamin E, vitamin D are fat soluble vitamins. Vitamin C and vitamin B12 are water soluble vitamins. So vitamin C and vitamin B12 are water soluble, so you may need to take them regularly, because the extra amount of whatever the vitamin is presented, that is excreted out of the body through urine or sweat. Okay, so body need regular time interval these vitamins C and vitamin B complex. So B12 comes under B complex vitamin. So other groups of vitamin under vitamin B complex is vitamin B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B7, B9 and B12. So vitamin C, which deficiency causes scurvy. Vitamin C is also called as ascorbic acid. I told. Vitamin D also called as calciferol. Vitamin E also called as tocopherol. Okay, question number 2. Wastewater treatment generates a large quantity of sludge which can be treated by, right option is correct, you are correct, digesters. Digester is the right option. We have studied about the primary treatment and secondary treatment of the sewage water, wastewater. Okay, so if you see the anaerobic sludge digester, the kind of bacteria which grows anaerobically, that digests the bacteria and the fungi in the sludge. So during the digestion process, the bacteria produce the mixture of gases which contains methane. Not only methane, it also contains other two gases such as hydrogen sulfide gas as well as the carbon dioxide gas. So this gas forms part of the biogas and can be used as a source of energy for inflammation, can be used for cooking purpose as well for lighting purpose. Next, question number 3. Methanogenic bacteria are not found in A. rumen of cattle, B. gobar gas plant, C. bottom of waterlogged paddy fields, D. activated sludge. Methanogenic bacteria are anaerobic bacteria. Their survival, they may survive in the absence of oxygen, anaerobic bacteria. So they are used in activated sludge, aerobic bacteria which forms the flocks, meshwork like structure along with the fungi. So activated sludge nalli irodu yava bacteria, aerobic bacteria, but methanogenic bacteria are anaerobic bacteria, so they are not found in activated sludge. They may be found in the rumen of the cattle, gobar gas plant or bottom of the waterlogged paddy fields. Okay, but they are not found in activated sludge. So once the BOD of the sewage or wastewater, it is reduced significantly, the effluent is then passed into the settling tank where the bacterial flocks are allowed to sediment. So this sediment is called as the activated sludge. So methanogenic bacteria are not found in activated sludge, option D. Next, question number 4. Match the following list of the bacteria and their commercial important products. One of the column they have given the different bacteria, different kinds of bacteria, and another column they have given the different products which are produced by these bacteria. So one, Aspergillus niger, it produces citric acid. Aspergillus niger, it produces citric acid. Acetobacter aceti, it produces acetic acid. Clostridium butyricum, it produces butyric acid, and lactobacillus, which produces the lactic acid. So all the points are matched with the option C. Coming back to question number 5. Match the following list of bioactive substance and their roles. One of the column they have given the bioactive substance, and in another column they have given what role they play. Statin for lowering of blood cholesterol, cyclosporin A for immunosuppressive agent, streptokinase can be used Cyclosporin is an immunosuppressive agent. Then streptokinase can be used for removal of clots from the blood vessels. Then lipase can be used the removal of oil stains. So the right option here is the option 4 or D. Option 4 or D. So you have studied the chemicals, enzymes and other bioactive molecules. So there are different products which are produced by the different microbes, like Aspergillus niger, it's a fungus, produces the citric acid. Acetobacter aceti, it produces the acetic acid. Clostridium butyricum produces the butyric acid. And lactic acid bacillus, lactobacillus, which produces the lactic acid. Similarly, if you see, lipases are used in detergent formulations and are helpful in removing the oily stains from the laundry. Similarly, bottle juice made clear because they are clarified by pectinases and proteases enzymes. Pectinases acts on pectin, which is present on the cell wall, the fruit, and the proteases acts on the proteins. So you have noticed the bottle juice are much more clear than the juice what you made at home. Okay, so lipases are acting on removal of oils and stains. Okay, so bacteria plays a very important role and they produces the certain enzymes like lipases, pectinases and proteases. Next, streptokinase, which are produced by the bacterium Streptococcus, and by the genetic engineering process they are modified and can be used as the clot busters, removing clot from the blood vessels. The patient who has undergone the myocardial infarction or leading to heart attack. So one more active agent, that is cyclosporin A, used as an immunosuppressive agent in the patients who has undergone for organ transplantation. Okay, it is produced by the fungus Trichoderma polysporum. Similarly, statins, which are produced by the yeast, that is Monaskis purpureus, which is used as a blood cholesterol lowering agent. Okay. Next, coming to question number 6. The primary treatment of wastewater involves the removal of A. Dissolved impurities, B. Stable particles, C. Toxic substances, D. Harmful bacteria. So the primary treatment of wastewater involves the removal of the stable particles. All other methods are the later processes. So the right option is the option B or 2. The treatment steps basically involves the physical removal of the particles, such as larger particles as well as the smaller particles from the sewage, through the method called as filtration as well as sedimentation. So then the grit, soil and the small pebbles, these are removed by sedimentation. All solid particles are settled down as primary sludge, and the supernatant which forms the effluent. All these things you have studied in the theory. So the effluent from the primary settling tank is taken for the secondary treatment. Next, question number 7. BOD of wastewater is estimated by measuring the amount of A. Total organic matter, B. Biodegradable organic matter, C. Oxygen evolution, D. Oxygen consumption. You are correct, students. The right answer is the option D, the oxygen consumption. BOD means biological or biochemical oxygen demand of the effluent refers to the amount of oxygen that would be consumed if all the organic matter which is present in 1 liter of water were oxidized by the bacteria. So the sewage water is treated till BOD is reduced. More is the BOD, more is the polluting potential of the water. Less is the BOD, less is the polluting potential of the water. So the BOD is the measurement of the rate of uptake of oxygen which is consumed by the bacteria in a sample of water or microorganisms. And thus indirectly BOD is the measure of organic matter present in the sewage or wastewater. So the greater the BOD of wastewater, more is the polluting potential. Next we will move to question number 8. Which one of the following alcoholic drinks is produced without distillation? Wine is the right answer. Wine and beer. Wine and beer. Whiskey, rum and brandy can be produced by the process of distillation. Others are without the process of distillation. You have studied in the subheading fermented beverages under the topic. So microbes, especially the yeast, have been used from the time immemorial for the production of beverages like say wine, whiskey, brandy, rum, beer. Okay. So for the purpose, the same yeast that is called as Saccharomyces cerevisiae, which is used for bread making, that is brewer's yeast. So it is used for the fermentation of malted cereals and fruit juices, and it produces which gas? Ethanol gas. And we have already studied the reaction involved, that is pyruvic acid CH3COCOH. Let me write the fermentation process equation. CH3COCOH, that is the two molecules of pyruvic acid, is acted upon by the enzyme pyruvic acid dehydrogenase. Dehydrogenase is the enzyme which converts the pyruvic acid first into alcoholic fermentation, that is acetaldehyde. The formula of acetaldehyde CH3CHO, two molecules of acetaldehyde with the evolution of carbon dioxide gas. So this is fermentation, the process called as alcoholic fermentation. It is called as alcoholic fermentation. So how many molecules of carbon dioxide is involved? 2 molecules. Now the equation is balanced. Then this CH3CHO, that is again the acetaldehyde, then gets converted into the ethyl alcohol with the 2 NADH 2. So 2 molecules of NADH plus 2 molecules of H plus. So 2 molecules of acetaldehyde, and it forms the C2H5OH, that is your ethyl alcohol. In the theory also I have written this same equation. Once again you note down. So 2 molecules of NAD plus is released. And how many molecules of ATP are produced here? Only 2 molecules of adenosine triphosphate, energy yielding substance, are produced. So fermentation also produces the ATP molecules. Okay, that is alcoholic fermentation. But in glycolysis, there are more number of ATPs are produced. So that is aerobic process, and this is anaerobic respiration is an example. All right. So here also what enzyme is involved? There pyruvic acid dehydrogenase. Here the enzyme involved is alcoholic dehydrogenase is the enzyme. So note down this important reaction. So depending on the type of the raw material used for fermentation and the type of processing with or without the distillation, different types of alcoholic drinks are produced. Wine and beer are produced by without the distillation, and whiskey, rum and brandy which are produced by the distillation of the fermented broth. Okay, we will move to the next question, that is question number 9. The technology of biogas production from cow dung was developed in India largely due to the efforts of A. Gas Authority of India. No. Second, Oil and Natural Gas Commission, ONGC. No. C is the right option, that is Indian Agricultural Research Institute and Khadi and Village Industries Commission. D, Indian Oil Corporation, that is incorrect option. Next question number 10. The free living fungus Trichoderma can be used for A. Killing the insects, B. Biological control of plant diseases, C. Controlling the butterfly caterpillars, D. Producing antibiotics. The free living fungus Trichoderma can be used for biological control of plant diseases. Biological control of plant diseases. So, Trichoderma species are free living fungi that are very common in the root ecosystem. They are effective biocontrol agents for several plant pathogens. Okay, extensively soil-borne diseases, fungal pathogens. Next question number 11. What would happen if oxygen availability to activated sludge flocks is reduced? If the oxygen availability to the activated sludge flocks is reduced, what happens? Because they are aerobic bacteria which are used in activated sludge. So the center of flocks will become anoxic, which would cause death of the bacteria and eventually breakage of the flocks. That is option B is the right option. It is not A. It will slow down the rate of degradation of organic matter. Neither flocks would increase in size and as anaerobic bacteria would grow around flocks, or protozoa would grow in large numbers. Option B is the right option. Next question number 12. Mycorrhiza does not help the host plant in. Mycorrhiza is a fungal association. It helps for enhancing its phosphorus uptake capacity, increasing its tolerance to drought, enhancing its resistance to the root pathogens, but it will not help for increasing its resistance to insects. So the right option is the option D or 4. So mycorrhiza does not help the host in increasing its resistance to the insects. So fungi are also form the symbiotic association, that is mycorrhizal. So many members of the fungus called as glomus, for example, form mycorrhiza. So the fungal symbiont in this association absorbs the phosphorus from the soil and it will pass this phosphorus to the plant. So the phosphorus is a very important mineral, is used for the normal growth and development in the plants. Okay, so plants having such association shows benefits such as their resistance to the root-borne pathogens, tolerance to salinity and drought, as well as overall growth of plant and their development. So instead of that, fungus will get, so what in return fungus will get? Food which is given by the plants. Plants can synthesize the food by photosynthesis that is given to the fungi. So you can call it as a mutualistic association or symbiotic association. Next question number 13. Which one of the following is not a nitrogen fixing organism? Not. A. Anabina, B. Nostoc, C. Azotobacter, D. Pseudomonas. So Pseudomonas helps for the process of denitrification, that is reduction of nitrates into the nitrogen gas. Nitrates converted into nitrogen gas by the process called as denitrification by the bacteria called as the Pseudomonas. So all others, they helps for nitrogen fixing, that is Anabina, Nostoc as well as Azotobacter. So the right option is the option D or 4. Next, question number 14. Big holes in Swiss cheese are made by A. machine, B. bacterium that produces the methane gas, C. a bacterium producing a large amount of carbon dioxide, D. a fungus that releases a lot of gases during its metabolic activities. So what is the right option, students? It is option C or option 3. Bacterium produces, what is the bacterium? Yes, Propionibacterium shermani. Propionibacterium shermani is the bacterium. So different varieties of cheese are known by their characteristic texture, flavor and taste. So the specific coming from the production of microbes used for making Swiss cheese, that is by the production of the gas carbon dioxide. Okay. Then one more cheese is the Roquefort cheese, ripened by specific fungi. What is the name of that fungi? I told in the theory class, Penicillium roqueforti. Penicillium roqueforti. Right here. Penicillium roqueforti for Swiss cheese. Large holes in the Swiss cheese is produced by this particular fungus, that is Penicillium roqueforti. Mark it as an important question. Okay, so let's move to question number 15. The residue left after methane production from cattle dung is A. burnt, B. buried in landfills, C. used as manure, D. used in civil construction. The residue left after methane production from cattle dung is used as manure because it supplies some organic minerals to the soil. Okay, so it can be used as a manure. So the cattle dung, it can be used for production of light energy for cooking purpose as well as for lighting. So students, in today's session under chapter microbes in human welfare under CET NEET, we have completed around 15 good amount of questions. So students, take down all the important points which I have written on the board, as well as take down my lecture notes. And students, thank you for watching the video.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.